Alright, for this video, I kind of want to run some things by some people. It's a philosophy and theory of mine, which, I don't know, I guess, to an extent it can be proven to be fact. And what I want to do is I want to compare, say, like, RPGs, like Final Fantasy, for instance, with real life. Those of you that play RPG video games know that every character has a base stat for everything as far as vitality, charisma, luck. I can't think of all the different stats right now, but hit points, magic, all this. And every person born has a preset and base stat power, however you want to look at it. But anyway, it's hard for me to put it into words because I've had this theory and thought about it a lot, but I don't never really try to explain it to anybody. But anyways, we all have a certain constitution, we all have certain luck, all this based on how we were born, like our date of birth, all that. Like if you look into astrology a lot, you will start to learn these things, and you'll find out what you're good at, what your powers are, what elements you're best with, your directions of travel, everything that you need to know is within your astrology. And I don't mean simply Eastern or Western astrology, as far as like Western zodiac, like Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, all that. That's not the only zodiac. I mean, there's numerous cultures and numerous different ways of looking at the stars, and you can really trust the stars because the stars are something that never changes. They rotate and they move, but the constellations, the way the stars are, everything always stays the same. And you gain certain abilities and attributes based on your date of birth, the way the stars and planets were aligned when you were born. And for this, you can look on Google and you can get a birth natal chart, is what it's called. Which the best way to do that is to get your exact time of birth, day, month, year, everything. And each one of those things helps the calculator tell you exactly where all the planets and everything were during your exact time of birth. It is very important to get your exact time of birth because even your time of birth correlates to a certain zodiac sign in Eastern or Western or any other things. Like I've looked into Aztec, Mayan, Eastern and Western, of course. That's the most obvious ones, the ones that people always think about, your Chinese and your Western astrology. But more importantly, you want to look into the ones people don't look at. It'll tell you a lot about yourself. Like, for instance, I believe it's my Aztec zodiac, tells me that I'm one that brings lightning, which is ironic because my name, my given name is what I mean, is Neil. And my given name has two meanings that I've looked up. One is cloud, and one is champion. The way I said it is coincidence that, well, there are no coincidences, there are no pleasant happenings. Everything that happens is meant to be, is meant to happen, whether it's good or bad. Because you have to, like I said in my last video, you have to understand light and dark. Because light and dark is within every one of us. That's why the yin yang symbol looks the way it does. It shows light within the dark as well as dark within the light. And you have to learn to live with both aspects. You have to respect both aspects, believe in both aspects. Because if you don't, you will never truly find inner peace because you will always fear the dark. Or if you're walking the dark path, you will always fear the light. You have to learn to love both sides equally, without judgment, without ridicule, without a derogative perspective. That is one key to finding true inner peace and happiness. Is letting go of your fears, your hates, your anger, all that. I mean, you're always gonna end up feeling hate and anger and all this stuff. But like I said in my second or first video, you want to bottle it up and store it because if you want to use magic and energy, your emotions are a very important part of that. You have to learn that goes back to the burping the bottle thing. Use your emotions for a positive not outspect. Sorry about that. An positive outlook. Like I used to always say, you got to keep a positive frame of mind. Don't let the negativity drag you down. Because you're gonna have negativity around you all the time, and it can be very hard to handle a lot of the times. But once you learn to turn that negativity and flip it around, it becomes a positive thing. Once you realize what lesson you were supposed to learn out of it, gather the energy from that negativity and store it up, and use it for your magical purposes or your energy working or whatever you want. Because I have used my negative energies and turned them into positive Reiki healing. For those of you who don't know, Reiki healing is energy healing. Basically using the energy within your body to heal another person's body, or yourself even. You can heal your organs, you can heal your physical body, your bones. I'm not saying that if you use Reiki healing, you're going to heal a broken bone. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can physically take away the pain, so you don't feel the pain anymore. And but man, that's just something. I kind of got off topic on there, and you'll notice that I do that a lot. My head is very sporadic. The way my therapist said is my head bounces from topic to topic. Like I'll be going down one train track, and it will just hop from one track to another, and it'll be completely off topic. And I mean, it all coincides and ties in and everything. It just means that I get bored of one topic and I flip to another real fast. But I'll try not to do that too much in these videos, but I can't make any promises because the mind does what the mind wants, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's one thing that I've learned. It is what it is. A friend of mine told me that, and it's just stuck with me. But, yeah, I don't know. These first videos are going to be kind of out there, and it's just some perspective and viewpoints of mine that I'm sure a lot of you have wondered about, but never really had the time to think about it because you're always worried about jobs, home, and health, and all this stuff. But video's running out, so I'm going to end this here, and I'll see you again.